You've reached a point in your life that you've earned through decades of dedication, hard work, and perseverance. You've raised families, built careers, contributed to your communities, and created lives of meaning and purpose. This is your time now. Your time to rest, to enjoy, to live at a pace that feels right for you. Nobody can take that away from you, and nobody should ask you to sacrifice the peace you've worked so hard to achieve. But I want to be honest with you about something. Many pensioners today are finding that their pension income, while deeply appreciated, doesn't quite stretch as far as they'd hoped. The cost of living keeps rising. Groceries cost more. Utilities cost more. Healthcare expenses add up. And those little extras, the things that bring joy and comfort to your retirement, sometimes feel just out of reach. Maybe you've felt this too. Maybe you've had to say no to things you wish you could say yes to. What if I told you that thousands of pensioners, people just like you, have discovered something remarkable? A simple daily task that takes about 30 minutes to an hour of their time, something they can do from the comfort of their own home, that reliably adds $400 to $700 to their monthly income. Not once, not occasionally, but month after month, as dependable. Is their pension itself. This isn't a get-rich scheme. This isn't complicated technology that leaves you feeling confused and frustrated. This isn't risky investing or anything that requires money up front. This is a straightforward, dignified task that values your life experience, your reliability, and your maturity. Something so simple that once you understand it, you'll wonder why more people aren't talking about it. I'm going to share with you exactly what this task is, why it works so well for pensioners specifically, and how you can get started if it feels right for you. This isn't about pressure. This isn't about changing who you are. This is simply about giving you an option, a real and proven option that could ease financial stress and bring a bit more breathing room to your retirement. So take a deep breath, settle in comfortably, and let me explain what some of the smartest pensioners have quietly been doing to add hundreds of dollars to their monthly income. You might be surprised at how accessible this really is. The simple daily task that's changing retirement finances for thousands of pensioners is this: online, on surveys and market research participation. Now, before you dismiss this as something trivial or not worth your time, let me explain exactly why this works so well, and why pensioners, specifically, are perfectly positioned to earn substantial income from it. Companies and organizations spend billions of dollars every year trying to understand what consumers think, want, and need. They need real opinions from real people to make decisions about products, services, advertising, and policies. And here's what's crucial. They specifically want opinions from people in every age group, including and especially from people over 60. Your perspective as someone with decades of life experience, purchasing history, and seasoned judgment is incredibly valuable to them. Market research companies act as middlemen, connecting these companies with people like you who are willing to share their opinions, and they pay you for your time and insights. This isn't pocket change we're talking about. When done consistently and strategically, online surveys and market research can genuinely generate $400 to $700 per month. Some pensioners earn even more, but let's focus on what's realistic and achievable for most people. Here's how this works in practice. You sign up with several legitimate survey companies I'll mention specifically in just a moment. Each morning, or whenever suits you best, you spend 30 minutes to an hour checking your mail and the survey platforms for available opportunities. You complete surveys that match your profile, answering questions about your experiences, preferences, and opinions. Each survey typically pays anywhere from $1 to $15, depending on length and complexity, with most averaging $3 to $5 for 10 to 15 minutes of work. But here's where it gets better. Beyond standard surveys, there are higher-paying opportunities like focus groups, product testing, telephone interviews, and video-based research studies. These can pay $50 to $150 for an hour or two of your time. When you combine regular daily surveys with occasional higher-paying opportunities, reaching $400 to $700 monthly becomes entirely realistic. Let me break down what this might look like for you. Imagine you dedicate 30 to 45 minutes each morning after breakfast. You complete 3 to 5 surveys daily, earning $10 to $15 per day on average. Over a month, that's $300 to $450. Then, once or twice during that month, you participate in a focus group or product test that pays $75 to $100. Suddenly, you're at $450 to $650 for the month. Add in bonuses, special offers, and referral rewards that many platforms provide, and you've reached $500 to $700. What makes this particularly perfect for pensioners is the complete absence of pressure or stress. You work entirely on your own schedule. If you wake up and don't feel like doing surveys that day, you simply don't. If you want to take a week off to visit family, or because you're not feeling well, nobody cares. There are no bosses, no deadlines, no quotas. You participate when you want, as much as you want, entirely on your terms. You work from home, which means no commuting, no dressing up, no physical demands. You can do this from your favorite chair, with your morning coffee, in your most comfortable clothes. Many pensioners do surveys while watching television, listening to music, or simply enjoying the quiet of their home. It requires no special skills, no technical expertise beyond basic computer or tablet use, and no prior experience whatsoever. The technology is simple. If you can check email and click buttons on a screen, you can do this. Most survey platforms are designed to be straightforward and user-friendly, specifically because they want participation from people of all ages and technical abilities. And if you ever have questions or run into confusion, these platforms have customer support to help. I know what you might be thinking. This sounds too simple. What's the catch? The only catch, if you can call it that, is that you need to be strategic and consistent. Not all survey sites are created equal, and not all of them are worth your time. That's why I'm going to share with you the legitimate, high-paying platforms that pensioners consistently recommend. The best platforms for earning substantial income include Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, Pinecone Research, Vindale Research, and Inbox Dollars. These are established, reputable companies that have been paying members reliably for years. Each has slightly different offerings, which is why experienced survey takers sign up for multiple platforms to maximize their opportunities and income. Swagbucks is one of the most popular because it offers not just surveys but also opportunities to earn by watching videos, shopping online, and searching the web. You earn points called Swagbucks that convert to cash or gift cards. Many pensioners earn $100 to $150 per month from Swagbucks alone by dedicating 30 minutes daily. Survey Junkie focuses specifically on surveys and is known for having a steady stream of opportunities. Their surveys typically pay $1 to $3 each and take 10 to 15 minutes. Complete 3 or 4 daily, and you're earning $12 to $15 per day, which is $360 to $450 monthly. Pinecone Research is considered one of the highest-paying survey sites, offering $3 per survey, with each survey taking about 15 minutes. The catch is that they're selective about who they accept, but once you're in, you have access to consistent, well-paying opportunities. Many pensioners earn $75 to $100 monthly from Pinecone alone. Inbox Dollars pays in actual cash rather than points, which many people prefer. They offer surveys, watching videos, reading emails, and even playing games. Pensioners report earning $80 to $120 monthly from this platform with moderate daily participation. The strategy that successful survey takers use is this. They sign up for 5 to 7 legitimate platforms, creating a diversified income stream. Each morning, they check all their platforms for available surveys, completing the highest-paying ones first. They keep their profiles updated and complete profile surveys, which helps them qualify for more targeted, higher-paying opportunities. They watch for special opportunities like focus groups or product tests that pay significantly more. And they cash out regularly, typically once they've accumulated $25 to $50, so they see tangible rewards for their effort. Beyond traditional surveys, there's an even more lucrative opportunity within this space that many pensioners don't know about. User testing. Companies pay people to test websites, apps, and products, providing feedback on usability and user experience. Platforms like User Testing, TryMyUI, and Userlytics pay $10 to $20 for 15 to 20-minute tests, where you simply navigate Orbsite or app while speaking your thoughts aloud. These tests are recorded, and you're paid within a week. Pensioners are particularly valued for user testing because companies want to ensure their websites and products work well for all age groups. Your perspective as someone who may not be as tech-native as younger users is incredibly valuable. They want to know where you get confused, what doesn't make sense, what works well. Many pensioners do 2 to 3 user tests per week, earning about additional $80 to $120 monthly on top of their survey income. Another opportunity within this space is product testing. Companies send you products, anything from food items to household goods to electronics, and pay you to use them and provide detailed feedback. Not only do you get paid, typically $10 to $50 depending on the product, but you also keep the product. Platforms like Influenster, BizAgent, and PinchMe connect you with these opportunities. What makes this entire approach so appealing is the low barrier to entry and the scalability. You can start today, right now, by signing up for one or two platforms and completing your first survey this afternoon. There's no application process beyond creating an account. There's no interview. There's no training. You simply start, and you can scale your income based on your available time and energy. If you only want to dedicate 20 minutes a day and earn $300 monthly, you can do that. If you want to dedicate an hour daily and include higher-paying opportunities, you can reach $600 to $700 monthly. You're completely in control. The payments are reliable and come in various forms. Most platforms offer PayPal Cash, which deposits directly into your bank account. Others offer gift cards to popular retailers like Amazon, Walmart, or grocery stores, which can help stretch your budget by essentially providing discounts on things you'd buy anyway. Some platforms offer both options, letting you choose based on your preference. Now, let me address some common concerns and questions that pensioners often have about this opportunity. First, is this legitimate? Yes, absolutely. The platforms I've mentioned are established companies that have been operating for years with millions of satisfied users. They're not scams. They're genuine market research firms that companies hire to gather consumer insights. Second, will I get overwhelmed with spam? Legitimate survey sites don't sell your information or flood you with spam. You'll receive notifications about available surveys, but you can control how often you're contacted and through which methods. Most experienced users create a separate email address just for survey sites to keep things organized. Third, how do I know I'll actually get paid? These platforms have clear payment thresholds and reliable payout systems. Once you reach the minimum payout amount, usually 10 to 25s, you can cash out and the money arrives within days. Millions of people receive payments from these platforms every single month. Fourth, what if I don't qualify for many surveys? This is a legitimate concern. Not every survey will be right for you, and you will occasionally be screened out of surveys after answering a few qualifying questions. This is normal and happens to everyone. The key is signing up for multiple platforms, so you always have opportunities available. And remember, even brief surveys you're screened out of often provide small compensation. Fifth, is this worth my time? This depends entirely on your situation and perspective. If you're looking for a way to earn $400 to $700 monthly without leaving home, without stress, without expertise, and on a completely flexible schedule, then yes, this is absolutely worth your time. That's $4,800 to $8,400 annually, which for many pensioners represents a significant percentage increase in their annual income. Let me share some real examples of pensioners who are doing exactly this. Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, dedicates 45 minutes each morning to surveys while having her coffee. She's signed up with 6 platforms and consistently earns $525 to $575 monthly. She says it's become a pleasant morning routine that brings in enough extra income to cover her monthly prescriptions and leave some left over for treats with her grandchildren. Robert, a 72-year-old retired postal worker from Florida, was skeptical first, but decided to try it after his pension wasn't covering rising expenses as comfortably as he'd hoped. He focuses on surveys and user testing, spending about an hour each day. He averages $650 monthly, which he uses to fund a travel savings account. He and his wife have been able to take 3 small trips this year that would have been impossible on his pension alone. Dorothy, a 65-year-old retired nurse from Texas, does surveys while watching her afternoon television shows. She doesn't take it too seriously, just completes surveys when they're available and when she feels like it. Even with this casual approach, she earns $350 to $400 monthly, which she puts toward her utility bills. She says it's given her peace of mind knowing those bills are covered without touching her pension. These aren't exceptional stories. These are typical experiences for pensioners who approach this opportunity with consistency and realistic expectations. They're not getting rich. They're simply adding meaningful, supplemental income that makes their retirement more comfortable and secure. Getting started is remarkably simple, and I'll walk you through it step by step. First, set aside an hour to create accounts on 3 to 5 survey platforms. Start with Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, and Inbox Dollars as your foundation. Creating an account is free and takes about 10 minutes per platform. You'll provide basic information, like your age, location, interests, and household details. This helps the platforms match you with relevant surveys. Second, complete your profile surveys on each platform. These are initial surveys that gather more detailed information about you. They typically take 15 to 20 minutes, but are crucial because they determine which future surveys you qualify for. Complete these thoroughly and honestly. Third, set up your payment method. Most platforms offer PayPal as the primary payment option, and so if you don't already have a PayPal account, create one. It's free and takes just a few minutes. PayPal allows you to transfer money directly to your bank account or use it for online purchases. Fourth, establish a daily routine. Many successful survey takers check their platforms first thing in the morning, completing whatever surveys are available, while having breakfast or coffee. This takes 30 to 60 minutes and becomes a pleasant, profitable morning ritual. Others prefer afternoon or evening, fitting it around their favorite TV shows. Find what works for your natural rhythm. Fifth, track your earnings. Keep a simple notebook or spreadsheet noting which platforms you're using, how much time you're spending, and how much you're earning. This helps you identify which platforms are most profitable for you and ensures you're meeting your income goals. Sixth, be patient and consistent. Your first week might feel slow as you're learning the platforms and building up your profile. But by week 2 or 3, you'll notice a steady flow of opportunities and your earnings will stabilize. Give it a full month before evaluating whether this is working for you. Seventh, watch for special opportunities. Most platforms occasionally offer bonuses, challenges, or special high-paying surveys. Pay attention to mails and notifications so you don't miss these opportunities to boost your income. Vodum. Beauty of this approach is that once you've established your routine, it becomes almost automatic. You're not constantly learning new things or adapting to changes. You're simply doing the same comfortable routine each day, answering questions about your opinions and experiences, and watching your earnings accumulate. And here's something important. To remember, this isn't just about their money, though the money certainly matters. This is also about staying mentally engaged. Surveys often ask you to think about products, services, experiences, and preferences. This gentle mental activity helps keep your mind sharp and engaged. You're contributing valuable insights that genuinely influence business decisions. You're staying connected to the broader world, and you're proving to yourself that you're still capable, still valuable, still able to earn income on your own terms. So here we are. I've shared with you the simple daily task that thousands of pensioners are using to reliably add $400 to $700 to their monthly income, participating in online surveys and market research. This isn't glamorous work. It's not exciting or particularly interesting, but it's reliable. It's stress-free, it's flexible, and it genuinely works. You don't need special skills. You don't need technical expertise. You don't need to be particularly smart or educated. You simply need to be honest, consistent, and willing to dedicate 30 to 60 minutes of your day to this simple task. That's all it takes to potentially add $5,000 to $8,000 to your annual income. I want you to really consider what that kind of money could mean for you. $400 to $700 monthly could cover your utilities. It could cover your groceries. It could build an emergency fund. It could pay for medications. It could fund small trips or visits to see family. It could allow you to help your grandchildren. It could simply provide breathing room, knowing that unexpected expenses won't devastate your budget. This opportunity is available to you right now today, this very moment. You could create your first account within the next 10 minutes. You could complete your first survey this afternoon. You could earn your first dollar before dinner. And by this time next month, you could have an extra $400 to $700 in your account. Money you earned on your own terms, in your own home, at your own pace. You've worked your entire life. You've earned your pension through decades of dedication. But if your pension isn't quite enough, if you're looking for a simple, dignified way to supplement it without stress or complexity, this might be exactly what you've been looking for. Thousands of pensioners just like you are doing this right now. They're not special. They're not particularly tech-savvy. They're simply regular people who decided to try something new and discovered it genuinely works. You could be one of them. You could be earning this supplemental income starting this month. I encourage you, with genuine respect and sincerity, to take one small step. Visit just one survey site today, create an account, complete one survey, see how it feels, see if it's something you could imagine doing regularly. You don't have to commit to anything. You don't have to decide this will be your new routine. Just try it. Just see, you're capable of this. You're absolutely capable. If you can read this, if you can use a computer or tablet, if you can share your opinions, you can do this. And the financial security it could bring might surprise you. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope this information has been helpful and has given you a genuine opportunity worth considering. Your pension is yours, earned through a lifetime of work. But if you want to add to it, if you want more comfort and security in your retirement, this simple daily task could be your answer. You've got this. Take that first step, try that first survey, and see where it leads. I'm confident you'll be pleasantly surprised. All the best to you, and here's to a more comfortable, more secure retirement.